So the recording has begun. This is day 3, week 16 of our journey here together. We're going to start today where we left off yesterday. We didn't have enough time to finish it yesterday. Is Alicia here? Well, she was here. But let's continue. So we ended on this question, right? And we was trying to figure out, this was a homework question anyway. And I was saying, we'll go over it. So we determined yesterday that that this was that from, okay, because what happened, we look at this number, this is 600, and we got half of it. Half of 600 is what?
300.
300. And so we go to 300, and then we correspond that to the x-axis, and we found that was exactly 45. So we saw that the median score was 45. And then we went to try to figure out, okay, what would be the lower quartile? And we said that the lower quartile, in order to get that, what we needed to do is we have to take 600 divided by 4. All right? Take 600 and divide it by 4. And so that's how we get the lower quartile. Yeah, that's how we get the lower quartile. But once we get that 600 and divided by 4, we get 150. We have to correspond that 150 to the x-axis. All right? And so let me show you what I mean. So once we zoom in here, this is what we did yesterday. We said, okay, this is 120, this is 130, this is 140, this is 150. So 150 is right here. And so we did that across, all the way across to reach here. And then we went all the way down. All the way down. And so once we went all the way down, we saw that, hey, this is 30. And this have to be 32. This is 36, 38. Sorry, this is 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. So we count in twos here. So that means that this red line passes through just about 32. All right. And so a good estimate for the lower quartile would be 32%. And so that's how we got the 32% for the lower quartile. Any questions on how we got that before we move on to the next one? How we got the 32%?
I think I understand.
Okay, you understand, Scooper? Anyone else? Need me to go over it or?
I have to
Wait, I
watch
have a
it.
question.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Scooper.
Alright, so okay, I see you do 600 divided by 4. Why you put 4? Why you do by 4?
Because it's the lower quartile. So with lower quartile, it's always, by definition, it's always 1/4 of the main value. And so,
Okay.
yeah, it's always going to be, just like our median is half of it, half of
Mm-hmm.
600. Lower quartile, you always divide the highest number by 4. Okay?
Okay. Alright, I understand now.
Uh-huh. One, you said that something you didn't understand?
No, I have to watch the recordings. I don't get the whole thing. I don't get it.
Oh,
So
you don't get the whole cumulative frequency thing.
yeah, so I can just have to watch it over.
Oh yeah, you have to watch that, man. Oh, you have to watch that. Really get it. Um, okay, yeah, that's at most we could say for that one. Um, okay, but you understand how we got the median, or that is confusing? How we got the median?
I understand how you get the median.
Okay. Do you understand how we got the lower quartile?
No,
No. Okay. All right. For the lower quartile, what we did was, you see, like for the median, we divide by what number to get 300.
I think you'll divide by 2.
Yeah, we divide by 2. We always divide by 2 for the median.
Okay, so that's the rule.
That's the rule.
Okay.
Yeah, we always divide by 2 for that. For the lower quartile, the rule is we always divide by 4. All right, so you always say the top number, the highest number where the graph is now. And this is what? 600, right? And divided by 4. Right? Do you understand that?
I mean, I'll just watch the recording over, Mr. T.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's really straightforward. I mean, like all it is after we already get this 150. And the way we got the 150 is simple. We made these blocks. We spaced them up evenly. All right. And so you could do it with your ruler if you would like. But I wanted to have even blocks so that I could know exactly where 150 is, because the question, you see, it doesn't have any lines. So we had to make our own lines so that we could be able to accurately tell where 150 is. So this is 120, this one is 130, 140, then 150. So we got where 150 is. We go across, right? Touch the curve, and then we go down, okay? To find what the score is going to be. And this is 30, 32. So this is 32 right there. So that's how we got the 32% for the 150.
Mr. D, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So you're going on tens on the side.
Wait, give me one moment. Let me just allow this person to come in. I can answer the question right now. Okay, so you asked if we count in tens. Now, for which side? You mean
For the left side.
this one?
Yeah.
No, yeah, we count in tens. Very good. Thanks. So this is 120, 130, 140, and 150. Then
Okay.
160, then 17, and 180. We had to cut it like that because, like I said, the question did not give us the lines, so we had to cut it evenly, and it's very important that we cut it evenly. So that's how we got it. The same thing for here. We cut this evenly, but this is in twos. So this is 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. Okay, so that's how we put that. So the median is 45. The lower quartile is 32%, right? So that's the two that we needed, and then we're not done. I thought someone was asking the drawing. Okay. The next part of it is that they ask for slideshow. Good. Slideshow. It's giving me interesting fields. In one moment, slideshow from current slide. No. Okay. Okay. I guess it's asking up now. Anyway, we need to figure out what is the number of candidates who scored 40% or more. The number of candidates who scored 40% or more. So how do you all think that we're gonna do this? Number of candidates who scored 40% or more.
Would you go like to the? Wait, I can see the graph, please.
Yeah. So remember the question C is the number of we already get what was the sorry. We already got what was the median mark. We already got what was the lower quartile. Now we're trying to figure out the number of candidates who scored 40% or more. So let's go back to the graph. Any ideas on how we would do it?
You would go to the 40% mark, and would you like add the?
What do you think?
You wouldn't.
40% or more.
You wouldn't add something like go to the 40% mark and then.
Okay, close. But let's go okay, let's go to 40, right? So this is the 40% mark. You agree? Right? Miss Cooper?
What you say?
This is the 40% mark.
Yes, sir.
Right there,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Good. So if we go up, right? This point here, this one, that's let me this is giving me an issue. I need to save it and then open it back up again because it's
I
not
think
allowing.
that's PowerPoint not responding.
Yeah, I think so as well. But before I explain it by myself, like any ideas on how we would do it for those who did it for homework? How did you get it? What was the answers for those who did it? How did you all do it?
Mr. Petit, I don't think no one did the homework.
No, some people did it. Miss Rackley did it.
Yeah, look like
But Miss Rackley isn't here tonight, right? And
the Bgcse students. They wasn't here yesterday,
I think Nancy did it too.
and she wasn't here yesterday.
Yeah, but she did it though. I think she did it. Unless I saw wrong. Cause I remember she sent me something. Okay, good. All right, so yeah, but let me try to explain it so that y'all can understand what's happening now. So we have 40. This is 40 marks. So we want the number of students who got more than 40. So if we go straight up, this point right there is a point that's very important to us. Okay, so this point right there. Okay, someone's asking. Okay, that's Mr. Rackley. So again, let me say it again. So this point right here is a point that's very important to us. Okay, this point corresponds to 240, right? Now, it's very important to understand what that 240 means. All right, so let's make that a correlation. That 240 is important for us. The 240 tells us that 240 persons or students got less than got less than got less than 40% on their exam. That's what the 240 means. So 240 people, the 240 here tells us that 240 persons got less than 40% on their exam. Now the question says that they want not the number of persons who got less than 40%, but number of persons who got 40% or more. Okay, so again, this 240 tells us that this 240 persons got less than 40%. Good. Now let's go to this number. This is 100. This is telling us that there was, so we know that 240 persons got less than 40%. That's what we know for a fact, right? And then this number, 600, right? It tells us that 600 students, 600 students got less than 100%. Okay, so 600 students got less than, sorry, 100%. Okay, so let's do the correlation. We know that 600 students got less than 100%, and we know that 240 students got less than 40%. So how would we find the number of students who got more than 40%?
Would you minus it from the total?
Minus what?
240 from 600.
Very good. So it'll be in order to get the persons who got 600 or more, we'll say, who got 40% or more, we'll say 600, right? Minus 240. Well, it's gonna be equal to what?
3,600. 360, my bad.
300.
360.
Okay, very good. All right, anyone got that before I gave it? Or
Hey, I got it.
you got it?
Did you mark the homework? I don't know if I got that right.
Check it. People here.
You didn't send me nothing, so I figured you didn't mark it or nothing.
No, I didn't send. Oh, you got for the median mark, you just put 300. For the lower quartile, you just put 150. No, that wouldn't work.
I put it into percentage or something.
What you did was you just considered these numbers. Remember, these numbers are not the median. You have to correlate it to the x value.
Oh, go down.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oops. I would have gotten it right if I did go down. I know that. I'm that
Yeah.
confident.
All right. And then for the median, you did get 150, but you didn't go
Mm.
down so that you could get the 32%.
Here we go again.
Now, for the number of candidates, you got 420. You minus it from 180. Right?
What?
I don't know why you minus it from 180.
What did I minus from 180?
Yeah, you minus 600 from 180. Sorry,
Okay.
minus 180 from 600. I don't know why you would do that.
Why I was thinking, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I was thinking I was doing that thing.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Why? Good thing I marked this before I would have cried.
Didn't mark mines.
Say it again.
We didn't mark mines.
Alicia. Yours. Let me see.
I would have get half mark for all it because I even a plus,
It's
right?
1 point. How you can get half mark? Anyway,
I know.
Miss Alicia, she got 44 for this one, which is okay. That's decent because the answer is 45. So yeah, she got 44. That's okay. You got 32% for this one. That's also right. And then 360 for this. That's correct. Good. Now the only thing is, will she get the last one? That's the question. So far so good, Miss Brackley.
Yay. Did I get that one right? At least D?
We gonna see right now. Ah, a moment of truth.
But I could get half mark because I didn't go it.
Half mark.
But you can
This
give
thing
me.
go to 1 point. How you get half mark?
I could get 0.5.
And you know, I wanna know if everyone understand why we minus the 600 minus the 240. I don't know if we quite understand why, because y'all sound too quiet. Why did we minus?
I'd
Uh-huh.
well, I'd have thought it was 40 from 240 because they was online with each other. I didn't know he's minusing it from 600.
That is, look, they tell us 600 candidates are in the college placement exam, so that's the thing. We know how much it is in total, right? Look, it's very simple. Like, okay,
40% correlates with the 240, and it said 40% and more. So you go to the 40%, and you'll see, like, when you go through the line, you'll see it say 240. So you're subtracting the 600 from the 240 to get the ones that is 40 and more. I think I explained that right.
yeah, that's basically it. See, the idea is that, and I can understand why some persons might not get it because it is something you have to wrap your brain around. But once you see this, hopefully this makes sense. So the entire school, think about it. The entire school contains how much children?
600.
600 children, right? Now, we can divide these children into two groups, right? We can divide these children into two groups. And I'm going to divide it like this.
You mean like who passed and who ain't passed?
Not pass and ain't pass. The first group is those persons who got 40%, so who got less than 40%, right? So we could divide this entire school can be divided into those students who got less than 40%. And the next group of students going to be those people who got what?
More than 40%.
More than 40%. So more than 40%. And how about those people who got equal to 40%? So they get more than 40% or what? Equal to, right? Because if you get less than 40%, that's one group. But you could get more than 40% or you could get exactly 40%, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this whole school could be broken. This whole 600 could be broken into two categories. Those persons who got less than 40% and those persons who got 40% or higher, right? Now, when we go to our graph, we find that 240 students, right? 240 students got a score that is less than 40%. That's what this thing is telling us. That 240 students got less than 40%. That's what this means. Once you see once you see that those two correspond on a cumulative frequency curve, this means that it is less than 40%. Right? So 240 children got less than 40%. So think about it. If 240 students, so we know that 240 students got less than 40%. So how much people got more than 40%?
240. I mean, it's 360.
360. Why?
Because if you subtract, you get 360.
Yeah, because it have to equal to what?
600.
It have to equal to 600. Okay, so that's why we subtract. Right, it's gonna be 600. Does that make sense?
Yeah, her?
Okay. Someone other than Miss Cooper, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So that's it. That's how we got the 360. Okay. Hopefully that's clear. All right. Final. All right. Good. So that's good. Now let's move on to the next part. What is the pass mark if only 90 candidates were accepted? The pass mark if
You can
only
stay right there for a moment, please.
for 1 minute. Okay, 60 seconds. 59, 58.
You go to the graph.
Wait, you want me to stay here for a moment? You mean at this question?
I thought she said she can be back.
Oh, okay, okay. That's what she said.
I think.
Okay.
You can move it down.
All right. So there we go. So we want the pass mark if only 90 candidates were accepted. Gotta think for this one, boy. Have to think. If they only take in 90 students, right?
Would be 600 minus 90, and then it will be 510. So we go to the 510 mark, and then we go down.
Wait, let me think about it. The pass mark is only 90 students were accepted. So 90 students were accepted. Only 90 students were accepted.
Yeah, so when you minus that from 600 to get
510.
and then you go to the 510 mark and you go up to see. I mean, you go down. Sorry, to see what the mark was.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, that sounds reasonable because only 90 students were accepted. They had to have been the top 90. It can't be the bottom 90. Um, yeah, that makes sense. So if we say 600 minus 510, that's gonna be equal to 1 minus 510. 600 minus 90, because we know that only 90 students were accepted. So that means that, so if only 90 students were accepted, that means that 510 students were
Not
Denied.
rejected.
accepted.
Yeah, it's Cooper says no man, not accepted. You sound like you would make us a serious, what they call it, human resource manager. You did not get the job. You did not get the job.
I ain't gonna say it that nice, but okay.
All right. So 510 students were rejected. All right. So that means that to go to the 510 mark. Now, it's interesting how they space these things out. But we have to find 510. Okay, so let me that's why I have these little blocks here to help us. So we gotta go squeeze that. Let me cut it. All right. So we need to find 510. I want to count in tens. So let me go up. All right. Put that right there. Squeeze it right
Is
there.
your screen going back and forth, or it's just my eyes?
Now my screen is going back and forth.
Like it's zooming really, really big.
Yeah, it's zooming really big.
Your eyes do that now?
Boy, Miss Cooper, you have no pity on no one. Like, what is this?
Sorry if I can't see that well. I apologize. Hey.
This thing is not responding. See, y'all guys,
Not I.
this thing is saying y'all need to behave. Um, okay, we have to get this. Bear with me for 2 seconds. What your answer is anyway?
Could you tell me?
Your answer is. Where's your paper? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You're asking me for that.
I put it on paper. I mean, I put it on printed sheets, so you know how them stuff goes.
Oh, oh, I shouldn't even tell you.
I didn't get the majority wrong, so you might as well.
I might as well.
But I get half, so I know I get half on each. So I end up buying that.
Halfway up.
I just think going down, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. It's been a hard day.
It's been a hard day. And you ducked it like yesterday, so.
I didn't duck.
Alright. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good.
Mr. Petit, are we supposed to go to 510?
510. Yeah, so why on 488? Yeah,
Get caught up. Mm-hmm.
488. Thank you, Miss Rackley. Very good. Why, Miss Rackley always is be the lifesaver, save of the day. Alright, thank you, Miss Rackley. Good. And she said it so polite. She didn't row me like how some of y'all just row me. Mr. Petit, move it! Said, speak to Mr. Petit, and we supposed to be. I love that. That's very good. Good. Alright. If that was Miss Cooper, she would have row me, boy.
No comment. No comment.
You're around me. Mr. Petit, what are you doing? You crazy.
I just let you be now.
Alright, so we need 510. Okay, so we have to be careful. This is 480, 490, 500, 510 right there. I hope y'all see it. 480, 490, 500, 510.
I knew that before you do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I have a slow poke. I understand.
Yeah, you are.
Gowan closing. Send to the back. You don't want to send to the back. You want to send behind it. Send backward. Send backward again. No. Yes, that doesn't work.
PowerPoint won't work today.
It'll send to the back though. It can kind of jealous. Alright, so we can leave it like that anyway. 490, 500, 510. Very good. Okay, good. So now we need to correspond that with this. Try to keep it straight. Alright, right there. Good. So we assume that that's the case. Good. Kind of cricket to me. Anyway, let's go and bring this all the way down. And so it's 70. It's 70. Okay.
Please somebody get 70. At least a point.
At least a 0.8. Alright, so
Come on.
okay, so what does this tell us? This tells us that 510 students, right, got less than 70 marks. So that means that the 90, they got 70 and above. So that means that the pass mark was actually 70. Oh, some people are waiting that to join. Wait, I thought I already let Dylan in. How much Dylans we have inside this class? Oh. Jonathan, how you doing?
Good.
How was the day? How did the day go for you?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Did you speak to your friend?
Ooh, Lionel?
Not Lionel, the crazy one who
Oh,
always popping inside the class.
you still doing it?
Yes, he still does that.
You do not?
Huh?
You just doing it this night.
No, not today. Yesterday.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I know that's it. You lying up. You keep lying saying that's someone else. Everyone knows it's it. Because he's saying that every single day.
Yeah. Yesterday he impersonate someone. Okay, it was okay. So I want to see what okay, Miss Cooper, you got uh Miss Joseph. You want to know what you put on your paper?
Really? I didn't get it?
You want to know what you put on your paper? You gonna
I
believe?
didn't I didn't get it?
You don't believe what you put on your paper.
What I put?
Let me show you.
Don't show them that. That's embarrassing if I get it wrong.
I'll show them. They can
Oh
see
my
exactly what you're speaking of.
days.
Okay, so 600 minus 90.
Oh, really?
And 70%. Very good. So you did get it.
Yeah, Nancy.
That's so fake,
Don't
Miss
show them to
Cooper.
the ass. Don't show them.
Miss Cooper, that's so fake.
That was not fake.
That was so.
I know they dad you like me. That's cool though. No, that's cool. I ain't fans. Trust me.
All right, so 70% is the answer. All right. Miss Reckley, what happened?
I don't know what I was doing. I think I I didn't know what I was doing.
That's how we got the 70%. So, yeah. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 easy marks to get on your exam. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Any questions?
Does this come on?
Say it again.
What paper does this come on?
3.
Okay.
Any questions for me? Oh, it's straightforward.
So the only thing I forgot was to go straight down then.
Yeah, that's basically what your problem was. Just going straight down.
I can't believe I forget that step.
Say it again.
Which is hard to believe that I forgot the step.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I don't get how I don't know how I forgot to go down though. Like,
Yeah, that's like, oh my, that's just the natural step. So don't forget that. All right, so let's move on. Hopefully y'all got that. If you do not understand, just let me know. I will explain. But if not, we gotta move on. So if you do
Mr. D,
yes, sir.
can you go back and graph, please? So quick second.
Go back on the graph for the quick step. No problem. This graph.
I got.
Good. Okay, so I wish Mr. Bethel was there. I should call him, ask him what happened. Um, okay, so we was on this yesterday.
Mr. D,
Yes, sir.
the next picture I send you, you never did it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't do it.
All right.
Construct. So we bisected this, and we did this yesterday. The frequency from that, and we also did the overtime pay. No, we didn't do overtime pay. We did the
Ratios.
ratio, right? Where did ratio come in though?
With Bradley and Melissa, I think it
Ah,
was.
yeah. How do you remember those names? Wow, your memory
Because
good.
it was just yesterday.
No, that's good memory. All right, we bisected the things. I think we should do this. Let's do this one. This should be straightforward. All right. Can't leave my Bgcse students hanging, so I gotta do something for y'all. Make sure y'all are also getting your stuff in as well.
Sure.
Sure. Sure. Ah, all right. Where's um where's Kennedy now? Where's Kennedy? All right. All right. So state the length of BC. So try it on your own. State the length of BC. So how would we go about doing it? What's the first thing we noticed about the triangle?
It's isosceles.
Isosceles, which means that these two lengths are the same. Yeah, so we should be able to state the length of BC, right?
Yeah, but I still write the question.
Anyone know? This one is straightforward. What would BC be?
yeah, so
Yeah.
wouldn't it be XCM too?
Yeah, X. That's all. Yeah,
Yeah,
X.
X.
We don't know the exact measurement. All we know is that if this is x, this must also be x because they are of the same length. So better than mine. All right, that's all we know. Now what else? The next part says that the perimeter of the triangle is 32 centimeters. Form an equation for the perimeter of the triangle.
I wasn't finished.
Wasn't finished? Sorry. Let me do something. You'll be able to see it while I do it. Good. Good. So we want to form the equation for the perimeter of the triangle. So remember, this is x centimeters as well. Don't forget that.
You go back to the first question.
This is the first question right there. 18 centimeters A. State the length of BC. And the answer we got was x centimeters. Now we need to form an equation for the perimeter of the triangle. So we know perimeter is, what is perimeter?
The outside.
That's the edge of like around it.
That's the edge like around it. What do you mean?
A
Speak
plus B
English.
plus C.
That's the outside of the shape.
Someone's A plus B plus C. What do you mean? We adding the letters? I don't understand.
No, like you add all the sides to them, all the side lengths.
Yeah,
Exactly. We add all the lengths of all the sides. Very good.
that's what I said.
No, that's
But
not what
you
you
say
said.
you ain't asked how to find the perimeter. You say what is the perimeter? So we tell you what it is.
No, y'all didn't tell me what it is. Y'all tell me something about side lengths.
We tell you it's the outside.
Is the outside. What you mean by the outside? You mean outside abaco? Outside
You
under?
said I said the outside of the shape. That's what I said.
You didn't say the outside of the shape.
Oh God.
In the outside of the shape. What do you mean? You mean the outside of the shape? You mean this? What do you mean? I'm trying to figure out what you mean.
Sure.
You mean the distance around the shape. That's what you meant. I understand that.
Sure.
Yeah, perfect. I know, right? Good.
Mhm.
So the perimeter is the total distance around the shape, right? By definition. All right. Not the edge, not the side, not the outside.
Oh boy.
All right. So x centimeters, and then what? X centimeters plus x plus 5 centimeters. You know what? I'm not gonna write x and the centimeter part. That don't make no sense. So let me just write x plus x, because if I put the centimeters, it's gonna get confusing. So I'm just gonna say x plus 5. So just say equals to 32 centimeters. Very good. So that's the equation for the perimeter. That means that the distance around the shape, distance all around the shape should be equal to 32 centimeters. That's what that means. I wonder if they want us to simplify it. So let me see. I wonder if they want us to simplify. Give me one moment. They say solve the equation. So they want us to solve the equation. I wonder if they want us to simplify it. You know what? For the sake of completion, I'm just gonna simplify it. So we know that we have how much x is?
3.
3. Very good. So 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be, so x plus x plus x equals to what?
3x.
Very good. I'm glad you didn't say x cubed.
Well,
No, that's true. Some people think it's x cubed. That means you're learning. So it's gonna be equal to 32.
centimeter.
No, we're not adding the centimeters for our equation. Just leave it. Good. And then
Oh, don't take it off.
no, I ain't gonna. I'm just gonna put this bar there, side of it. So and then so now we need to on this side. Okay, it's too wide. Good. Voila. Boom. So next thing that we want to do is we want to solve this equation formed in part. So this is the equation formed in part 3, and we want to solve it. Someone mic is on. Please unmute.
That was me, my bad.
No problem. Since it's you, that's no problem. Alright, so
Sure.
3x. What happened, Miss Cooper? 3x plus 5 equals 232. So how are we gonna solve this?
Carry the 3x over.
And the 3x.
You minus. You want me to answer because I know this Bgcse. I don't know if you went to your class.
No
I
problem.
mean, okay. You minus in 5. 32.
Very good. So we send the 5 over. And
And then
so
you
that's equal to 3x
27
equals to 32 minus
minus
5. So
okay,
what is 32 minus 5? What is that?
27.
27?
Yeah, I think so. I took basic math. And
Right,
then
27 because 27, 28, 29, 30, 32. And what do we do at this point?
we put both sides.
Divide both sides by 3.
Very good. Divide both sides by 3. And so we cancel that. So x is going to be equal to
9.
27 divided by 3, which is
9.
9. Good. So x is 9. And so that's how we figure that out. Any questions on this?
Also,
No. Okay. So even for this, there is there's some. Even for this, we have some little algebra to do, but basic stuff. Hopefully, it's basic for all of us. Right, so x equals to 9. Now, AB. 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 So it's the length AB.
This X.
That's x. So what is going to be? Stacey, speak to it.
9.
Speak to it.
9.
9. Very good. So this is 9. Now, what would be the length of AC?
14.
5 plus 9.
5 plus 9, which is?
14.
Very good. 14. And we got that because we do 9 plus
5.
5. Which gives us the 14. Alright, so that's how we got it. Alright, let me know when I can move.
Hi,
All right. Okay, so there was a frequency question that Mr. What's his name? Mr. Ricardo gave me that we supposed to do for homework. Oh, I already took the picture. I already took the picture. So it should be somewhere here on this thing. Good. All right. So this is again the cumulative frequency thing. So the cumulative frequency table shows the results of a placement test given to 200 students upon their entry into college. The maximum score for the test is 100 marks. The scores are organized in groups of 10-mark increments. So 4 people got between 1 and 10. 4 persons got between 11 and 20. 11 persons got between 21 and 30. 21 persons got between 31 and 40. And so we need to figure out how to complete this cumulative frequency. So we know that we have to add, right? So in order to find this one, what are we going to add? What?
40 and 37.
40 and 37. To get
77.
good. 40 plus 37. We got 77. That's correct. Then we need to add
77 and 44.
7 and 44. What did I give us?
121.
Just going for my calculator. Yeah. I have to make sure the answers are right.
Sure.
Alright, so 77 plus 44, 121.
So,
Good. And we have 121 plus 38.
159.
159. Now 159 plus 24.
183.
183. 183 plus 12.
195.
195. Mm-hmm.
200.
5 plus, yeah, that's correct.
Listen, see, how come the last one never be a number like 195? Those be like 100.
Or like flat out because
Yeah.
they want to make your division easy. Because remember, this number you're gonna have to divide it by 2, then you have to divide it by 4. You have to also divide it by 4 and then multiply it by 3. So they want to make your work easy.
Oh.
They ain't trying to stress you.
Okay.
Some teachers do. Okay, so we good. So now they say on a scale, using a scale of 1 centimeter to 10 marks on the x-axis and 1 centimeter to 10 students on the y, draw a cumulative frequency curve of the completed data table of data.
Basically, why they don't give this to us on Bgcse, but just give us the table?
Because they don't want to make your life hard.
Oh, you only doing the last one,
What you mean?
the one we just saw.
You mean with the
Where we have to,
what you mean?
where we have to add.
So what happens is the only one I saw is where you had to actually take what they give you and then draw the bar graphs like we saw yesterday. That's the only one I saw. Cumulative frequency is not on your thing, I don't remember seeing it on your syllabus.
I know. I say, why they don't just give us it with the graph, like where we only have to fill out the graph instead.
You have to ask them. I mean, like I say, they don't want to stress y'all out.
Okay.
Yeah, let me check y'all syllabus. I don't believe it's a part of y'all syllabus. Volumes. Y'all just have main, media, and mode. Discrete data. Yeah, you don't have that. No cumulative frequency for y'all. Just frequency, but no cumulative frequency. I mean, it's good to know it for the exam that you're about to take a few years from now, but no cumulative frequency for y'all at this time. Just
They're
frequency.
gonna they're gonna have to create a letter higher than A for Miss Cooper.
Miss Cooper and Kennedy, those two boys. Alright, so let's continue. So this is gonna be now we want the median. No, we need to construct the table, eh? Um
Yes, sir. We gotta plot our ground.
Plot our ground. You sound excited for that.
Nancy's favorite part.
You sound excited for that, Nancy.
No, it take long, but
Take a long.
That's her favorite part, Miss Petty.
I
Don't
want
mind
to
her.
see if mine's right.
If yours right. Do you have your paper?
I found it. I'm
Glad
gonna
that
look for it.
glad that you found it.
Pardon me?
I say glad that you found it.
Oh yeah, no, it was on the draw. I just want to look for it.
Oh my.
I'm just bugging. I'm just bugging. It was here all the time.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, so we know that we are counting in one. So every 1 centimeter is a unit. And then every 1 centimeter is 10. So we count in ones, but really in tens, to be honest. So every
Okay, wait.
one is going to be 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on, like that.
So going up would be like 10 and going across would be 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing is frequency. Another one is marks earned. Let's see if we, yeah, frequency and then cumulative frequency and then marks earned. All right, so let's a blank screen. So let's make it look nice. So cumulative. Uh,
Mr. D,
yes, sir.
you free after glass?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Sure, no problem. Um, um, cumulative frequency on the y-axis. You should label your graphs now. So cumulative frequency on the y and frequency, and then we want marks right on the x. So it's gonna be They say what? Marks earned? Marks earned. Mm.
So we take you said we're counting in tens, right?
Counting tens, yeah. Counting tens. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Marks. Marks earned. Alright, so there we go.
Mr. D,
Yes, sir.
I pick up my schedule, right?
Yeah.
You know where Holy Trinity Activity Center located?
I've been there before. I can't tell you the exact location. I had to drop a student there before. They directed me, so I cannot tell you exactly where it is. Um, um, check thing. Don't try to find it on the day of. Don't make that mistake.
On what?
On the day of,
Oh, no, no.
yeah, try to find it before so that you can
All I know is that it's located in Stapleton Gardens.
yeah,
Um,
close to where you
where
live.
where exactly?
That's the thing. I don't know.
Uh, well, I know my exams on the third. I have English on the
Yeah,
third.
English. That's listening. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, paper 1A. I mean, paper 2A.
Paper two. That's paper two.
yeah.
Can you like Google search that? Because I may have to go there. Like, can we
What you
Google?
mean? Google search it now?
No, I mean like, if we Google search it, will it
Yeah,
pop
yeah,
up?
yeah. It should. Just and then find location. Make sure I know where it is before, please. Please, man. Don't make the mistake of um of doing it on the same day. Oh my goodness, that would be hideous. And please, if someone is dropping you, make sure they're reliable. Make sure all their tires have a spare. Make sure that um their tires ain't rotten. Make sure they battery good. Because on the day of the exam, anything that could go wrong will go wrong. Trust me, we're dead right.
You think so?
I telling you.
Cause with you was killing me, mom.
You think I lying?
And then we gotta take a long nap. So no class at night then, like the night before.
You gotta be crazy.
We ain't got exam. Y'all gotta go.
It's cool. It's cool for so much. Say we got exam, y'all got exam. But yeah, we have to go over thing on listening that night, the night before. These two over the thing on. But shouldn't be just listening. I mean, it shouldn't be and to break your back, you know. But just to go over how some of the problems might look, um, none to kill you.
So that Tuesday evening, do we have that day off, or we have class at night too?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you mean the Tuesday, the day after y'all
The day of our
the
exam.
day of the exam? Of course you have class. I want to know how it went.
Okay.
I want to know how it go. Why y'all always looking the class someday off? My goodness. Oh my goodness. You know we originally never had class on 4 days, right? I don't know if y'all can remember that.
Yeah, it was just 3 days, or like the fourth day was just an extra day. You didn't have to come.
Yeah, it was three
I
days.
remember that until I told my mommy about it. She's like, "Oh, you should go to all the classes."
I
No,
told
like I serious because I had a big argument. I was like, "Mommy, just one day." No, you need it. You need it.
oh boy. I would like love to meet your mommy because if you this excited, your mommy probably like probably 10 times 10 times animated. I would really like to meet her in person. Or you got it with your father? Which one? I feel like you got it from your mommy.
Yeah, my
Okay,
daddy too.
your daddy chill. Okay. Yeah, your mommy is the animated one. Yes, true. Of course she is. That's true. That's true. She animated boy. My. Ah. Okay, good.
You see how long it takes us to plot this just to get the graph set? My desert.
Just to get it setting. Oh boy.
Oh, it's still cricket.
Cricket. Okay, she says cricket. She trying to make jokes of my class. Oh my. Alright, let me fix this a bit.
Let's continue, please.
I think not good. I think not good.
You think it goody? You think it's straight now? It's straight now?
Look,
Please, let's continue with the lesson, please.
The lesson is continuing. Alright, so yeah, so this is gonna be 10. This is gonna be 20. So each centimeter, so start at 0. I know that that's start at 0. So 0, 10, 20. Then it's gonna be, of course, 30. And then of course 40. I remember when I used to be afraid of graphs, boy. My teacher started doing these. I was like, how y'all do this? How y'all know what to do? How you know what to put? Yeah, those are the days. 60. And then when you start the plot, you say, well, that's it? That's all? 70. How much marks earned? Oh, we go up to 100. 80. 90. 100. Graphs are one of the easiest ways to get marks on the exam. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good. Next up is the other side. So frequency. 1 centimeter, 10 meters. Why did they do that? That's not good. Bum, bum, bum. I see why though. Going up to 200. Going up to 200. Man, going up to 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Not good.
You could do an next graphic.
We need, because this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. But then this is 10, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. We need 3 more. 3 more. 12 more. Okay. So that means that I need, yeah, we need 3 more.
tournament.
No, I gotta have to play this one smart. So I gotta move this guy, take this, and then add the other ones on top. We just have to shrink a bit because we need 3 more. Okay, so I need to get 3 more from
Mr. Petit, your laptop don't be lagging with all them tabs.
What apps?
All the apps you have open.
What apps? These apps?
Yes, sir.
No, these are not. These are not a lot. You mean now? You mean with all of these?
Yeah, well,
No, it's not lagging. I don't experience lag.
mm,
I don't.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, sir.
what you mean? Lagging.
Like go slow. What's couple? Why is that funny? I don't
I
understand.
thought he was
How
joking
could
when
I
he
ask?
asked that in the chat.
Oh, he asked in the chat.
I thought
Yeah,
he
because I
was
hear you
joking.
talking about lagging.
Oh, no. She asked about like the Scuba just nosy sometimes. She asks about
Oh, how is that being nosy?
That's nosy. I like come on.
Because you have all these tabs and these things. Sometimes I ask your laptop don't be like, moving slow, whatever.
It's the same way. It's the same thing. It's the same thing we talked about the other day. Um, about you asking if the teacher pregnant. Like, come on, like if she pregnant, she pregnant. Like, man, Scuba. You born in February. February people they say nosy.
But never.
Yeah, that's cap. That's really cap. Mr. Petit.
Y'all know how to do it. Like do the mouth. So you start with the head. So people who born in January, head hard. February,
Really? We're head-headed now?
yeah, your head hard.
That's Mr.
It's
Petit.
hot
You
headed.
really gotta stop the cap. You really have to.
So what happened if you born in October?
October, just gotta do the thing. January, February, March, April, May, June,
I'm a see head-headed, nosy, and I talkative. That's
December,
probably a trait.
October. October people head harder too.
So what November is?
November, nosy.
Damn.
December?
December, talkative.
And I
Okay,
in
so
November, that's cool.
I in
Exactly.
December then.
Talkative. Well, that's true. Let's see, it fits.
That's
I'm
not true.
born in December.
You ain't born in December?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, so didn't work then. When you
What's
born?
April? What's
April,
April?
January, February, March, April. Head hard.
Head
Oh,
hot?
Yeah.
Head in hot. Okay.
You 17, what are you, nosy?
talkative, nosy, head headed, hot headed,
Hey, all in one day. The scoop of
all
both.
in one.
Ah, boy.
I have my birthdays every 3 months, so I fall every 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? Say your birthday's happening. All right, so 40. This thing taking us. That's why I was running from this question. I did not want to do this.
Well,
I guess you don't get what you want in life
yeah.
all the time. 70, 80, 90, 100. But y'all see how I fixed that? Did you see that? That's smooth, eh? Wow.
Sure, that's so clean.
That's clean. You wouldn't even notice.
No, I don't even notice.
Yeah, right. It's really it and it's clean, right? And it's flush, right?
Yes, sir. It's very clean.
Thank you. I one student I could depend
Right?
on.
Very clean.
One student I could depend on. 130, 140.
Elizabeth, I said it was nice.
If it ain't Nancy telling me my lines cricket,
It's immaculate.
it's immaculate. Wow.
Immaculate.
Wow, that's wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like your diction. Your
Mr.
vocabulary is wonderful.
Petite, why am I being? I ain't say nothing about your graphing.
Yes, you said my lines is
You
cricket.
said a line cricket.
When? Record. Where's the evidence?
Oh my goodness.
The recording has
I
it.
can send the recording.
Make a bike short just now. Like in the garbage, you missed that though.
What you shoot?
Mom, I just showed the thing. I shot it.
Big movie.
They dramatic. Alright.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness. Leave it the Nancy sisters.
Big movie in the background.
I know, right? Alright, 190 and then finally 200.
Yay.
But ain't nothing kill me when Mr. Alright, so 200. Good. I think we good. Now, finally be able to graph this thing. So, alright, so someone's asking to join. Who that is asking to join? Kennedy. Maybe that's Kennedy. Kennedy, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Just know you have to make sure. Alright. We missed you already, Kennedy. Alright, so
Real? Oh.
Yeah, we did.
for sure. Miss Cooper couldn't live without you. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I was dying.
Yeah, she didn't know what to do. All she do is doing is bothering the Bgcse students. Now she has
That's not true.
she in good company now. Alright, so we need our upper bounds. So our upper bounds along with our cumulative frequencies is what we're gonna use to do the measurements. So 10 is gonna go with 4.
4
So 10.
and
Gotta be
4.
paying attention now. Because this is, oh my goodness, why did they do
Let's see where the tanks.
oh, this is the wrong thing. I don't know why they did this, man, but 4. Where's 4 gonna be? This is 10. So this is going to be
Like right there. Like right next to the red line.
no, because we want, okay, I guess we going in twos, so it's like 2,
A little further up.
Oh,
10. We going in twos, so this is gonna be, so
Right here. 2 blocks down from 10.
no, 2 blocks down from 10 is 6. So like this is 2, 4,
yeah, right there.
8,
You
10.
what?
Look at it.
Oh, you counting twos? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
twos. So 2,
So before
4,
here.
4 is right there. 6,
Yeah.
8, and 10. Alright, so boy, I hate doing this, but boy, there goes nothing. 2, 4, right there.
Why you hate doing that?
It's just too, specific. Like you have to be so precise. So again, 2, 4. Okay, so that's 4. Okay, good. All right, good. Now next up is 20 and 8. All right, so it's gonna be 20 and 8. So 20 and 8. So 8 is gonna be right under 10. That's right there, right?
Sir.
Anyone do not understand how we get these values? You do not. Speak now or forever the peace.
I don't understand.
You understand? Okay, so what's happening is this is we're trying to plot 28. So if this is 20, and then this one right here is gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10. See what I'm saying? So if we're doing 28, it's gonna be 20 on the X, and 8 here on the y, because this is again 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 10. You see that?
Yes, sir.
You sure? Let me know now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have a question. They give you this graph, an
Yeah,
exam, or you
they'll,
looking for this out?
no, they'll give you the graph for sure. Okay. All right. So the next one we have.
If this came last year, is there a chance that it could come this year?
Um.
That's
You mean to see if they alternate? I don't know. I don't honestly. I don't know how they alternate. I don't know how they work with the with the with the cumulative frequency questions. So I cannot say. Honestly, I cannot say. So I know you're trying to duck it. Oh, if it came last year, it ain't come next year. This year, so don't study for it. I cannot say that. I really can't. I wish I knew it was coming on the exam, but I don't know.
I prefer this to condensed circle theorem.
For real? Oh,
As
Yes, sir. I agree with on that one.
like if this comma be so happy, if I see circle theorem, I'll cry. I'll do it, but I'll cry. But I'll do it.
no. Circle
At
theorem.
least if this come, I get half point, and then it took a theorem,
It's
I
like,
get no point.
all right, so 30 and 19. Okay. So 30 and 19. So this is 30, and then 19 is, you have to be careful because this is 30. This is 20. This is
So right
20.
underneath it, in the middle,
Yes, in
between the block.
In the middle of 18 and 20.
18 and 20.
should have had to hide.
All right, right
Why
there.
they do the numbers so?
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Yeah, so it's gonna be right. Yeah. Okay, right there. So in the middle of 20 and, let me zoom in for you to see. In the middle of 20 and 18. So this is 18. This is 20. So in the middle of that is gonna be 19. Next up is 40 and what else? 40 and 40. You know, nice. Finally, something nice. So 40 and 40 right there. Okay. Okay, so 40 and 40. Next up we have 50 and 77. Yay, cool. 77, an odd number. Who doesn't like odd numbers?
Me?
So 50 and 77. So this is gonna be, this is 70. So you have to pay attention. This is 70. This is 72, 74, 76, 78, and 80. So we have to do, if we try and do 77, we have to do 72, 74, 76. In between 76 and 78 right there. So it's going to be the second space. Okay, so we have to pay attention now. 7, this is the first space. So right there. Right there. Okay, in between. Then we have 60. 60 is 121. Perfect. Who doesn't love even odd numbers?
At this point, I quit.
121. Don't quit. Do we have a quitter? Don't quit.
Mm-mm.
Okay then. 121. 121.
That's right on the top of 120,
Okay,
in the middle,
in the
between.
middle, yeah, right now. Good. And then we have 70.
59 and 70.
70 is what? 159?
59.
Yeah.
159. So that's gonna be, so this is,
159.
so right below
One six.
160. This is 160, and then so 170 is, we on 70, right? So
Was it a 70? Why you on 80?
yeah, that's true. It's on 70, so 160, so 159. Okay, good. And then we have
80.
80, yeah.
And it's 183.
183, 80 and 183. So 80 and 183. 183 is
That's
80.
above. That's in the middle of 182 and 184.
Yeah, so this is 80. This is 82. 83 should be right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
And we have 90, and I think it's 195.
Yeah. 90 and 195.
90 and
195.
195. So 90 and 195. 195, 195. This is 190, 192, 94, 95 should be right here.
The last one easy.
Yeah, the last one is easy.
100 and 200.
Yeah, 100 and 200. So this is going to be this guy. Oh, well, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. 90 and, okay, yeah, good. Very good. Right here. Alright, now that that's done, we have to make sure that our curve is accurate. So we have to draw a curve that connects all these points together. We have to be very careful on how we draw it. So if we don't draw it properly, then our thing is going to be wrong. So I'm going to try to keep my hand steady here. And so I'm going to inch our way through. Okay, so try to get all the numbers. Now I need to do it properly. We have to get all the points. Okay, we got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Okay, we got that. Now we're changing direction now. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. Alright, so that's just about it. So it's our curve. Okay. Now from this curve we need to determine certain things. So what I didn't put here is marks earned. So marks earned. Alright, so are we comfortable with these stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Alright.
That's just for me now, because I don't think everyone else answered. So
I guess they say silence is consent. Okay. So marks earn cumulative frequency. Good. Next up, we need to determine what's the rest of the thing. So they say
I see a line, please.
yeah. Oh no, I ain't trying to get trying to get the good. So we want the this is easy. We just want the median, the upper quartile, and the interquartile range.
Quartile range.
Okay, so the same then do us part of this question. We just want the median, the upper quartile, and the low and the interquartile range. Okay, so let's go. So the median, remember for the median is gonna take 200 and divide it by
100
take
plus
200 divided
100.
by for the median.
2.
Yes. So for the median,
What says 103?
yeah. So median we take 200 divided by 2. That's gonna be 100. And so that's this guy. Correspond with that. And so okay, so that means that we are looking more at what? 100 corresponds to that corresponds to what? This is 1, 2, 3.
56.
Yeah.
56.
If we go down, this is 52, 54, 56. 56. So the median mark.
So I have a question. If you put 56 or 57 on the paper,
Yeah,
is
57 could
it
work.
wrong?
57 could work once you don't put 58. So 57 is right. So the median, because remember it's an estimate. Look, if you look at the question, they say estimate. Okay, so 57
Okay.
by 56 is the best answer. At least according to our graph. 57 could work too. The median is 56%. Okay, good. Next up we have the lower quartile. Lower quartile. Give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so the lower quartile. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so lower quartile.
Specificity.
Uh-huh.
The median is 100, right?
No, the median is 56. The median is not 100.
It asked for the upper quartile was 50. That was the next
Oh,
question.
the upper quartile, not the lower quartile. Thank you.
So,
Oh.
You understand, Miss Cooper?
Yes, sir. I forget you had to do it from 100, and then you gotta do the point we're connected to the bottom.
Oh, just like Nancy. We got that they're connected.
I'm not like Nancy. I just,
No. Exactly. Exactly like that. All right, upper quartile.
that's not true.
Upper quartile is going to be, remember for upper quartile, you got to be very careful for upper quartile. Upper quartile, we divide 200 by what?
4?
4.
We divide 200 by 4.
Isn't it 3 over 4?
We divide 200 by 4, and we get what?
I get 50.
I got 50 as well.
That's like, you don't do it over.
And then once we get the 50, we have to multiply it by 3.
3.
It's going to be 3 times 50 is.
150.
Oh, that's a natural by multiplying it by 3.
Yeah, this is for the upper quartile. Remember, for the upper quartile is 3/4 of your total. So upper quartile is 3 over 4 times 200. That's what the upper quartile is. So what I did was I just divided it by 200. So I divided by 4 first, and then I multiplied by 3. Okay. So the upper quartile is, first thing you do, you divide it by 4, and then you multiply it by 3 to get the upper quartile. So the upper quartile would be 150, but you need to correspond that, okay, to the right thing. You understand that, Mr. One?
I understand that part.
So 150. My mic is off.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No worry, no problem. That's no problem at all, Miss Rackley.
Sure.
Okay. We need to extend it a bit. All right, so this is gonna be equal to, if we look carefully, this is 2, 4, 6. This is gonna be 7, something of 7. So whatever it is gonna be 7. So that would be, let's go back up. Connect that, bring that down. That's gonna be 67.
67.
All right. But I draw my line cricket, so it ended up being, it ended up looking like 50, 60. Yeah, this is 67. Yeah, 67. Because this is 68, so this is 67. So I need to go down, go down, go down, go down, and bring it over. There we go. All right, good. So that one is 67. So the upper quartile is going to be 67%. Upper quartile is 67. So this is upper quartile, median, upper quartile. And then now we want the interquartile range.
You subtract 67 from 50. Wait, which one is the lower quartile?
That's the thing. We haven't determined the lower quartile.
Oh.
Yeah. So for the question, the median mark is definitely 56%. The upper quartile we know is 67. But for the interquartile range, that's why this was for 2 points, because they know that we have to calculate the lower quartile inside of it too. So this is going to be equal to, so interquartile range is going to be, we need a lower quartile. So I need the lower quartile. So lower quartile. So lower quartile, we know we gotta take 200 and divide it by 4. So 200 divided by 4 is gonna be
50.
50.
50.
This one, 50. So we need to go to 50 and see where that corresponds to. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so if we look carefully at 50, let me show you. If we look carefully at 50, what does it lie?
Or
This is on 2, 4. It's more on 4.
It on 4.
Yeah, it's more on 4. So it's going to be
44.
44.
44. So we need to go. It's 44. So let me go back here. So this is on 44. Let me show you it again. So for those persons who didn't see it, because I went so fast. This is this is 50. This is on the fourth one. Sorry, this is 2, this is 4. If we scroll down, it's exactly on 40, 42, 44. So it's more on 44. If I were to draw this line more straighter, then we would see exactly that it's on 44. Let me show you. I'm just kind of straighten this out. That's the best I want to do. So 44, we'll go with 44. So the lower quartile is 44. 4%. And so the interquartile range is going to be the upper quartile minus the what?
The lower quartile.
Minus the lower quartile. Why would UP supposed to be UQ?
You put the UP?
Yeah, I don't know why I put UQP. I probably was thinking up, but it's supposed to be
You were saying like upper.
yeah, UQ and then another Q. So UQ minus LQ.
20,
LQ.
So what's that number
And
again?
23.
Minus 34. Gives us what?
23%.
23%, excuse me. So the interquartile range is 23%.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, never mind, never mind.
You see it? Okay. So range. Boy. Miss Joseph. Ay ay ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Nancy.
Yes, sir.
You see your range? The interquartile range?
Yeah, I know it wrong. Because I ain't going down, so.
Yeah, you didn't go down.
Why we eating the same thing?
Yeah. Um do not use a ruler, Nancy, when you connecting the dots. Don't use a ruler. It's supposed to be a smooth curve. So free-handed. That's a very good observation. Do not use a ruler. Every time you're doing a curve, whether it be a parabola, right? Whether it be something like this, whether it be something like, sorry, whether it be something like this curve, right? Or whether it be something like this curve, or whether it be something like oh, this curve, or this curve. Don't use a ruler. Always use always or whether it be something like this. Always use freehand. The only time you're gonna use a ruler is when you're drawing a straight line. So straight line graphs, obviously use a ruler. But for
Mr.
curve,
Petit.
free-handed. Yes, ma'am.
Well, you can use pencils, right?
Yeah, you better use pencils. Better use
Alright,
pencils.
alright.
All right, let me know when you finish.
What we laughing at?
Say it again.
What we laughing at?
Oh, we, not we.
Okay. Okay.
You had to be born in November, boy. Only in November.
I born in February. I mean,
We do.
no.
Yeah, me too.
I born in June.
All right, so let's continue. All right, so that's it for math. This one question carries right through. But hopefully we understand it better. Can we say that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. All right, so let's go to the moment of truth. English language.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, English. We had a good conversation with English so far. We on the essay. Not an essay, guys. Essay, the speech. Still finishing up those ideas from there. Um, the speech. Oh, yes, it is. Standard. Okay, so again, this is for English. We have begun. You are a keynote speaker addressing a group of 12th graders at graduation. Write the speech in which you will seek to prepare them for the world they will encounter after graduation by reminding them of the different ways in which they are free. So that's one criteria. So you remind them about the ways in which they are free, and then explain the responsibilities that come with each. So yeah, you are free, but along with that freedom comes responsibility. Okay, so bear that in mind. So remember that in response you have to present ideas from both passages. So the first passage we saw, which was on slavery. I didn't even take the attendance.
Oh, Mr. Petite, you forget to take the attendance.
Thank you. What would I do without you?
No problem.
Let's go for full of it. Okay, and then include one or two ideas of your own. Okay, so the first thing we saw was freedom to work or not to work, to pursue a livelihood of their choice. Now, when we say livelihood, anyone remember what we mean by that?
Like a job,
Life of
living,
their own.
a job.
Yeah, a job, a career, right?
What?
Work. What you're gonna do, um, stuff like that. Like in terms of what you're gonna do for a career, what you're gonna do for to earn money. Yeah, how are you gonna earn money? Okay. Um, then we have freedom of movement, right? Freedom of movement to come and go as they choose in their own country. All right, not invading. So the responsibility you have based on that freedom of movement is that you don't want, yeah, you could move, but um you don't want to invade people property, invade their space. As simple as the place that where you live in, right? Yeah, you're free to go everywhere, but you don't want to go inside your sister's room when they're sleeping, or you don't want to turn on all the music. Sorry, turn the music so high while everybody is sleeping. Like, yes, you have the freedom to move where you want to go, but your freedom is limited. Okay, and I've heard that I've heard the saying, right? Um, we look at freedom, like freedom is not really total freedom if you really think about it, right? Freedom is always limited if you really think about it. Like, yeah, you're free, but you're only as free as such that you don't affect someone else. So you are free to open your arms wide enough as long as you don't hit someone in the face. You understand? And that's the notion of freedom. Like freedom, freedom always has limitations. So like inside my class, my students would be like, Mr. Petit, we have freedom of speech, freedom of speech. But little did they understand that yeah, you have the freedom of speech in this country, but freedom is always limited. You don't have the freedom to speak um, while the teacher's speaking and trying to teach a lesson, because there are students who parents pay for them to hear not you, but to hear the teacher explain the concepts. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So freedom, always remember that freedom is always limited. That sounds oxymoronish, but freedom is always limited. All right. All right. So let's look at it. Next up, we have freedom to own a home. Um, freedom to own a home and freedom to own property. The responsibility is that you have to take care of that property. And you have to pay. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it using. You have to pay for it by paying mortgages, etc., etc. And then we have freedom of association. Freedom to associate with people who you choose to associate with. But even with that freedom, you have to be careful that you don't associate with people who are going to affect you in certain ways. And then we have freedom of speech, like we saw earlier. Yes, you have the freedom of speech, but you have to be careful that you don't say bad things to offend people and hurt their feelings. And then you have freedom of belief, right? You have to make sure that the things that you believe are right, that the things that you believe are the responsibility is that you want to advocate what you believe. If it's something you believe, you want to advocate it, and you don't want to discriminate on the beliefs of others. Like, you don't want to ridicule anyone or whatever. And then you have the freedom to obtain an education, and we get that from passage A and B. And so the responsibility that you have is to take advantage of right education and see education as a lifelong pursuit. So those are the things that we could have gathered from the passage, those passages. Any other things we could have gathered from the passage that I did not mention from passage B or passage A?
I never really had the stories.
But you heard the first one with the slavery.
Mm.
That's the only one. Like I said, I don't know what's the technology. Anyone else? Any other thing we could get from the passage?
You got freedom to talk with other people or no?
Yeah, we already talked about that. Let me give you a hint. Shall I give you a hint or you're good?
Yeah, you give us one.
A hint? Okay, so let me show you. So this come from so if you look carefully here, you would see. Let me see if I can give you a hint. Okay, starting from while and ending at country. There's a hint. Starting from while and ending at country.
What, freedom to date? What do you want?
Freedom to, yeah, very good. Um, freedom to marry. So freedom to choose. Boy, this is a serious one. Freedom to marry, to choose life partners, and like exactly what Miss Cooper said, freedom to date. Now, what's the responsibility though?
Pick the right one and be
Well,
responsible
just
for them.
want your partner and be loyal to them.
Yeah, yeah. So choosing mate wisely and not for what? Shallow reasons. What would be a shallow reason?
Just to say your goal.
Parents?
Say it again.
Just
Her parents?
Appearance.
Just to show off.
Yeah.
dating physical advantage.
Physical appearance to show off. What's another shallow reason?
Desperate. Like some people go on online dating because they desperate.
Desperate.
money,
Money. I surprised that no one said that earlier. Money, yes, money. Um,
status.
status, yeah, status. So, so choose to mate wisely, not for shallow reasons, because soon everybody get old. So if you marry them because of their parents, they could be ugly soon. This is the truth.
I ain't know about no ugly
A
part.
block can't crack though.
Black crack. Let me show you. Okay, let's see black crack.
Preach, Adelie, preach.
Okay, question. But when you married someone, you'll grow up to be old. Won't you still love it the same after the
That's what I'm
time?
saying is. What I'm saying is that everybody. Okay, let's take for example this lady, right? Everybody
She
get
ain't
old,
ugly.
right?
She ain't
Everybody.
ugly, Mr. Badi.
Say it again.
She ain't
She ain't
ugly.
ugly.
Okay, no problem.
She just old.
She just old. Okay, all right, I hear you. All
That's a
right.
Yeah.
name, man. No.
Um. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that if you marry for parents, um, that thing, I think is temporary. So the flushy looking skin, um, eventually gets wrinkled. And then someone else, um, who is more, um, beautiful, is going to take a place if you marry for a parents, right? And money, as far as money goes, um, money can run out. Money is not infinite. So you don't want to marry for those shallow reasons. What would be a non-shallow reason to marry someone?
Personality.
Personality.
Personality. What else?
Support.
Say it again. Support.
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 Support the poor? You say support the poor? I hope you didn't say that.
Support.
Oh, I thought you said support the poor. Uh,
I believe she said.
um, I think if I were to be honest, one of the major non-shallow reasons to marry someone would be divine guidance, which means that
What?
you prayed about it and God somehow tell you in a dream or somehow give you an indication that that's the right one for you. That's a good way. That's a good way because then you know whatever happens, that's the one God had for you and whatnot. So that's a non-shallow reason. 'Cause if you go picking on your own, then you get hurt. Okay, so passage. This comes from passage B. So a freedom to have what after you marry, what you gonna have?
Children.
Children.
Sure. Many them.
And then we gotta see my.
What do you say, Nancy?
You don't have to have a child.
What do you say, Nancy? Barely hear you.
No, I was cool, but
Cooper.
No,
Oh,
she
I have a
did, but
question.
Go ahead.
In those like in the slave times, right? And they supposed to have children like forcefully.
They supposed to? Who would force them?
Yeah,
Yo, you mean like to make more
the overseers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sometimes the woman would get raped. Um, that's to be the case, and sometimes they want them to have children, so they get more slaves, right?
And I heard on a documentary, even the children have intercourse with their siblings.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. All right, so should consider
yes, and do
the responsibilities of what?
being able to take
Of
care of
having
them.
a child.
Parenthood, right? So don't rush to be,
Adulting.
yeah, don't rush to, boy, don't rush, my friend, because let me tell you something. Wherever you go, that child gonna go. You going to pee.
And
You going literally to pee. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You want little. You can't even go to little generals by yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
and they are very expensive.
and they cost a lot of money. So be careful,
They are millions of dollars.
right? I mean, hey, um, each one of us, you know, um, someone had to foot the bill. You know what I mean? But the question is, are you ready to foot the bill? That's the question. You know what I mean?
Nah, I
Oh,
good.
no, not
Not in a million years.
That's what they always say. Until they find the right one. Oh, I am in love. I need to have children.
really.
Da da da. Feed, clothe, nurture, uh, train, right? So are you ready to do these things? A lot of people,
They they should consider becoming selfless too, like put them first
You
in
mean discipline when you say training?
when I say training, I mean education. I mean like train them in the right, not
Oh, okay.
necessarily, discipline, but training. Like home training. Yes, sir. Yes, mom. Thank you. No, sir. You know what I mean?
Man, that's more like discipline on my category.
I mean, you don't have to.
Train the free.
I understand what you're saying, but you don't have to get to that extent. But I understand that's a part of training too. Educate, protect. Um, and you want to protect them from abuse, right? etc. Um, you want to avoid having offspring indiscriminately. What I mean by that?
See,
What do I mean by that? Avoid having offspring indiscriminately. What do you mean by that?
Opening with multiple partners and stuff.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't even have to be multiple partners.
Careless, as in.
Indiscriminately. That means like you don't care. Like
Out of wet.
and it doesn't have to
Oh,
be out of wedlock, right? Indiscriminately means when you say having offspring indiscriminately, that just means you don't care. Summer, winter, fall, um, June, July, August, Peter, Harry, Mary, whoever it is, whenever it is, whatever time you having children. Like there's no caution, there's no breaks, there's no um stop and say, well, I wonder if I ready, I wonder if I should, I wonder. It's just indiscriminately with no caution, no red signs, just green, green, green. Right? So they don't pause to think and say, you know, can I afford this child? Um, should I have the child now? You know what I mean? All right.
Me and my friend argued about this before.
Go ahead.
So alright, we were saying random questions.
Mm.
We were saying random questions, and I tell her I want to have kids when I'm ready, like when I'm 30 and married. And she say that she want to have kids when she like 20, and we had a whole scrabble about that.
20. Wow. 20. You won't even start living yet. Wow.
I think it's okay to have kids carelessly. I to some
Careless,
extent.
carelessly. Honestly, okay, explain.
Because I witnessed that with a family before,
Uh-huh.
and it turned out pretty okay. I ain't trying to say that the family was perfect, but from my eyes, I think the family turned out to be okay. Not to say that everyone should do it, but it ain't for everyone, of course. But
Uh-huh.
some people, I think it's okay, depending on who the two people are, because not everyone is the same. Some people could handle that, and some people can't.
I don't think that even though it seemed carelessly, it probably was unplanned, right? But they still had a full stop because I mean they didn't have infinite children, right? And so they still had the brakes on. Um,
No, one was older by a year after each other, and like there was like six of them. So I
yeah,
kind
but
of
they
understood.
stop at six. they stop at they stop at six. But then, was the father working?
Yeah, that's why I said the mother and the father they were okay with that. So even though it wasn't planned or anything, I just wanted to. It works for some, not all. You
That's
know
what
what I
I'm saying. They
mean?
had the support system to support that, right? Um, some people have 5, 6 children. They ain't know where the daddy is, who the daddy is, or even if they know the daddy, um, you know, the person is not in a place where they can, support them, and so it ended up being a whole cahoot, man. And so we don't want that. I don't want that for none of y'all, really. And so
This
what
is
they
why
did,
you wait.
this is why you wait. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength,
I'll just be alone. Ain't nothing wrong with
That's
that.
me, I got it.
right? And so yeah, so that's the thing. Um, be careful. Be very careful. Okay, so that's the thing. With the freedom to do these things, you have to be careful. There's responsibilities, man. You know, the responsibilities, and depending on how you you know, depending on how you know guide your responsibilities, it depends on how your whole life will be, you know. Be careful. You see now, same thing with Will Smith and Johnny Depp, right? You know, they end up in plenty problems. You know, famous actors, good at what they do, you know. What messed them up? The people who they choose to marry. That's who messed them up. So, be careful.
Ouch.
I mean, there's no hit at any gender, you know what I mean? Just goes to show, man. You gotta be careful. Freedom of citizenship. That means like freedom to vote in national elections. That's a freedom you have, and to choose the government that you desire. We call that political freedom. Okay, so what are the responsibilities that come with it?
You voting for someone who can actually like help you.
So do you vote on based on do you vote based on what your parents tell you to do?
I
Do you
mean, if
vote
it's right, yeah.
do you I already see better see.
Freedom of citizenship, freedom of voting in national elections to choose the government.
Do you vote based off of um just because your family is PLP? Well, I can vote PLP because everybody in my mom is PLP, or because your family
No.
is FNM. Well, I can vote,
Oh,
or I can
Be
vote.
all the way, dog.
Huh?
I said be all the way.
Say,
I tell you, sorry.
Don't vote, so
say it again.
my parents don't vote.
Or do you vote because the
I
guy
can't blame them.
promised you a little job, so you say, boy, listen, I gonna vote for this party just because he
To
promised
be
me.
honest, we need younger MPs.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe
I think we do need younger MPs.
we need young MPs.
Yeah.
Why don't you go run?
Because,
Huh?
I
yeah,
I somewhat disagree. I somewhat disagree because the young people now are not into voting. Like, if you really think about it, we don't care about voting. So to bring someone young, they just can do it. You know, we need someone with a little bit of wisdom.
not like the range of 18 to 27. I mean, 18 to 25. Not like that. Trying to get someone when they get their 30s. Because our
Yeah,
prime
yeah,
minister is now almost they on the verge of death.
they're on the
We just
verge.
need someone with we just need someone with wisdom, man. If you could find
Wisdom.
Yeah.
someone with wisdom, I think we'll be good because
So you saying choose people with wisdom?
the greatest king in the Bible had wisdom. That's what basically made him survive. So
Even though he
if we
was
get
young.
this, yeah, if we get wisdom, then we could
He
work it out.
prayed.
All right, so personally, I don't vote. I haven't voted. I had two opportunities to vote. I haven't voted.
Why
I
you
don't.
don't vote?
I don't believe.
Why?
I do not believe that the way it's planned out will fix anything. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that I don't have confidence in the people who I
So you don't think voting will solve anything?
no, I don't believe that. I
Yeah.
really don't.
Oh,
I like
I would have seen it.
same.
I didn't vote either.
Um at all. So if any problems happen, they'll try and blame me. I didn't put the man in. He don't speak for me. Um you know, more and more I realize that you have to in this life you have to if you want to see change, you have to create it. And you say, Mr. Petit, what do you mean? Take for example Elon Musk, right? Um, he wanted to see change in the way how cars drive. He created Tesla. He wanted to see change in the way how how we travel, how we travel from from Earth to the rest of the galaxy. So we created SpaceX. He wanted to see change in the way how you know we conversate and we interact online. So we bought Twitter, right? So I mean, nowhere did he you know go through the lines of you know those ways through Parliament. See, the moment you try to go that way, you end up getting handed. If you want to see change, you have to be the change. If you want to see children being educated, well, teach. If you want to see children, if you want to see, um, you know, things change, like do the best that you can where you can. And so that's what I believe. Like I don't believe that putting the same parties over and over again. You already see what they've done in the past. We already see what they're known for.
They just taking turns now.
That's all it is.
It just look. It's like insanity to me, though. Like y'all doing the same thing over and over.
Expecting different results.
But then you got to think
Famous
about
black.
that too. That you only got two parties, ain't like you got.
So you only got two parties.
There are other parties.
Ain't nobody else gonna go get up to go vote for no. Okay, during the pandemic, we had a lot of independent. Did anyone vote for independent? No.
Yeah, some people did.
We stuck in this mentality where it's either red or it's yellow.
Red or yellow, bro.
And you know that.
And the scooper, she falling. She already get brainwashed.
Nancy speaking for herself.
Right.
Miss Cooper, you ready brainwash? You ready brainwash?
How?
Brainwash.
I wear my
Play for Cooper.
Nancy explained it. She explained it, right?
Yeah, she have a good point. You know what I mean?
I represent my white. White is
Red all the way.
Red all
God's side. At least I got one person who could defend me.
I vote for Jesus. That's it.
Now that she say that, it makes sense.
Yeah. You never on a different side. You get that red paint all over your room. That's the problem. Alright. Alright, so freedom to choose their lifestyle. Freedom to entertain themselves. Y'all get at me? And
I can hear you now.
in a number of ways. And freedom to pursue a healthy life. And we get that from passage. Oh, look at this. Freedom to pursue a healthy life. Oh, wow. I like that one. I like that. Good stuff.
Listen, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So if your parents voting for FNM, you voting for FNM with them or no?
Of course not. You know they are FNM. They are. But I don't. I haven't voted at all. In spite of the.
Why not?
Mr. Badi,
Hey.
they ever force you to vote?
I mean, not my parents, but I've been encouraged to do so before. But I ain't into it.
It's what you say. We ain't got time for that. I gone.
I don't want to vote either, but like.
No, this is how you put it, Mr. Petit. Convince him that you drop the prices on his vegan food, and automatically.
That's true, you know.
Yeah, little vegan.
That's an easy vote for him.
Okay.
All vote for
you
vegan.
You don't swing him. You don't swing Mr. Petit into vote for you.
I swear.
Well. I still ain't voting for y'all.
Nah, you were sure. Hey, Mr. Petit.
You ain't questioning that.
You sure vote for flipping vegan, so.
Vegan? Oh, if the Prime Minister was vegan.
No, okay, I'm trying to say is, if he drop it by 50%, right, on all the vegan products that you eat, trust me, you don't, there's nothing after that. You don't automatically have your vote.
You don't automatically have your vote.
Exactly.
Yeah, you, Miss T. I know you better than, well, not everyone, but I know you. You will vote for him.
Mm-mm. I ain't that easy. You gotta
That's
think.
cap.
Yeah,
I ain't
right.
that easy. I ain't that easy. I really don't vote. I promise
Why?
We know it'll be your first, though.
you. Mm-mm.
Miss T, we know.
Useless.
Betty vote on for day.
Not those that can damage. So select types of activities or entertainment are positive, not those that can damage themselves and others. All right, so we want to pick positive activities. We call them recreation or recreation. All right, um, not the type of stuff that will, after you finish the thing, you have a hangover, you can't go to school in the morning, you're tired, you're luggy, you break right up. No, you want to select those type of activities that when you finish it, you're refreshed, you're revived, you still maintain your dignity.
What
Um,
kind of activities are those?
some
Sleep.
well, I mean activities. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you really are?
Because
Some,
I just go to gym and I still get break right up and I come out everything hurting. So, what
I mean,
activities are?
such activities. When I say break right up, I mean like, you know, more so like a hangover, or you're wasted, or you they have a video of you twerking and you going viral, and then you're looking for a job. You say, isn't this you, Miss Sweeting?
Why not?
Isn't this you, Miss Sweeting? Why are you, and you have to hang your head down in shame? No. You want to choose
I
activities.
would move to a different country and change my name.
I know, right? Um, and so you want to choose activities which you will not be ashamed when um, you'll not be ashamed when you look at when you are 83 and you're looking at your 22-year-old self. You say, why? I'm not ashamed of that, you know? And so,
I sure how this was be a shame us a couple of months, couple of years ago. That's natural.
uh, I know I am not ashamed of what I did in high school.
You, you sure?
Mm-mm, I sure. Well, I should say senior high school. Junior high school was a mess.
So you are ashamed of something.
Senior high school was that I shape it up.
How is it only 8:36? Miss Petite.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So, oh, I Are we done? My goodness. I'm sorry. All right. So the last one, yeah, is freedom to use the internet safely and the shop on it. Shake safe. Yeah. And the shop. Excuse me. So we're gonna make wise decisions. Um, you wanna read?
Obviously,
Read information. Put out on the internet. You wanna avoid gambling on the internet and identity.
All of that?
Say it again.
That's a lot.
What you mean that's a lot? What you mean? You wanna avoid gambling?
What I gambling for?
Huh?
What I gambling for?
Oh,
You gain from that though.
avoid.
how do they even start gambling though? Like as going into adulthood, how do you start foolishness like that?
Well, idle luck is big.
They just win one game and they thought they did something.
But so like they were just walking there magically one day and
Come on, idle luck is big, boy. Idle luck is big. People just be winning $100,000, $21,000, $5,000.
standing by the door and next to unlock, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
So I don't know how people just wind up in there and doing them kind of stuff.
yeah. I mean, you get used to it and you end up doing it. Um, I just do. For me personally,
So
I
it's
just
sad too because
go ahead. Go ahead.
it's sad too, like almost like half of the island in Nassau we mostly have island luck.
Yes.
And they building one right now and they're Monarchy.
Say half. I would say 80%. Oh boy. Island luck. If one thing in Nassau, you could find island luck, a church, and what else?
And the Chinese.
And the bar, and the Chinese.
On a bar.
Oh boy, that's true, boy.
On every street corner though, I must give them that.
Every street corner. Island luck.
Mr. You remember when you sent me to Island Lock? And I told you said my issue in there.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is what it reminds me of.
Yeah, right. I mean, I didn't send you there to gamble, just to pay. So thank you, Island Luck, for facilitating.
But when I walked in there, they expected me.
To put down a number. All right, one of the major things. So you want to avoid gambling on the internet and identity theft. Be careful of that. And you want to avoid pornography.
Pornography.
Yeah, that's big. And all the other bad stuff, etc. So yes, you have freedom, but you want to use the freedom for the right things. Okay, so how will they grade this? So
Well, this is passage 2.
This is, you mean, yeah, where it comes from? Oh, that one look like, no, that's passage 2, yeah, passage 3. So I want you all to get, go ahead.
Sorry, can you like zoom out? I can take a picture so I can mark mine later. I mean, take a picture of it so I can mark mine later, please.
No problem. Wait, before I do that, remember they say include 2 ideas of your own. So, so we have to include 2 ideas of our own. That does not come from the passage.
Freedom to dress how you want.
Oh, Martin Luther King that he had a dream that people fight for their freedom. Well, okay, no.
How you say it though? Ooh, Martin Luther King. It shouldn't come out the passage. I mean, yeah, we shouldn't use any of the passage stuff. What I would say is, how about freedom to grow what you want to grow? Like freedom to farm. I didn't see that.
I was going to say freedom to own. Sorry, I was going to say freedom to own.
Freedom to own? That comes out in that, okay. Let me include this. Freedom to grow your own food.
It's not like freedom to build and stuff because back then they couldn't have built anything. Like freedom to like come up with creative ideas and like start up a project or something, or invest in something crazy.
That's crazy. But you also adventure with that farm and cultivate.
Yeah, like they could. It is, but then that's how things start. Like okay, someone had to creatively come up with a book in order for a book to be made. You know what I mean?
I understand. Sure. I understand. All right. One idea. Okay, so the next one. What's the next idea about one that we could say? Below. Freedom. If you haven't done so already, you should try it. Freedom to start your own YouTube channel. That is big. The responsibility with that comes, you have to make sure you're producing sensible content.
Family friendly content.
Valuable content to the world. Because you represent the Bahamas.
Sure.
Say sure. And then of course the responsibility is you want to treat.
Freedom to sell.
Freedom to sell. Okay, yeah, freedom to sell, that's true. Online, e-commerce, right?
Freedom to travel.
Freedom to travel.
The world.
Yeah.
The world.
Of course.
Oh.
And you can live other places, right? Like you have the freedom to like travel and live
and
different places. As slaves, you had to be moved with your boss or whatever.
York. Spell that right. All right. Freedom to travel. But isn't that freedom of movement? Doesn't that come?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean freedom of movement.
What was the freedom of movement?
Freedom of movement. That was all the way up here. Come and go. They choose.
Moving around.
Oh my god.
But that's a driving.
I can't, bro. I can't.
That's moving to die.
Yeah, movement, car, driving. Please kill me.
I wish y'all had these vocals.
We wish. We trust we wish. We wish.
Okay.
we dying. We jealous. We so jealous. All right.
I know, right?
Yeah, you can sing at graduation. Put you on the program.
Would educate be like one? No, but that's school, eh?
That's school, yeah.
As in educate others, I guess, or no, that'd be like building something.
Like freedom law. Own your own school?
Freedom to own your own school. Okay, freedom to own your own school.
Like an independent school?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that sounds adventurous.
Okay, what is gonna be one Meadows? Um, we call it educational institute.
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Something like
The strong, natural black boys and girls.
What?
You
Say the
know?
name one more time.
that.
The strong, natural black boys and girls.
That's God. What happened to the white?
Whoa,
What
whoa.
happened to Caucasian brothers? What school they
I
got?
mean, yeah.
What you
But
say?
you putting
What you
bias.
say?
See, just putting bias. You put a big and bull that you bias, right?
Exactly.
You hiding that.
All right, then, Chris Rock.
You ain't hiding. You ain't hiding that. You say, and you have to be strong. What if you weak? What if I weak? What if I weak? Ah, Mr. One, you don't play. You selective. Right? Freedom to
Get strong.
own your own to own your own your own. What does sound wrong? Just put your school.
They have a freedom to be a billionaire.
Freedom to be a billionaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am on it. I'm still thinking about my chains of
Didn't they
restaurants and
have
stuff.
them too? Or
So
Remember me when you're famous, Nazi.
I know, right?
remember what?
When she famous, I got quickly made that certificate and say and say I have signed that and send it to her email and say Nancy, remember the certificate? I
Really? From like what? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
I'm like,
That's what
what?
you could tell me?
I say I didn't forget this. I didn't forget. I didn't forget.
Just when I get famous, listen to me. But I ain't gonna be
Good
no
old
people.
days, you know?
I won't be on no big billboard. I just want to have my money, but low key. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you know how them authors just have their
Nancy, the
name
school is
sign. For real?
One idea. So educate students based on a curriculum that would propel them forward in society and facilitate character development. Okay. All right. And then, but that comes under freedom to earn money to be a billionaire. That comes under freedom to earn money. So we'll put that here. Freedom
okay.
to be a billionaire. That's all right. Everyone there could be a Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. That's what I'm talking about. Right, Mr. Ricardo? Yeah.
I can see the rest.
Okay, you're gonna see the rest. So let me give it. Let me So that you'll have to do it in parts. So if I do it too low, too small, it'll be too small. So, let me see something.
I only want to see the last part of though.
Yeah, you have to do it by like this. So take this.
Zoom in a little bit.
Alright.
Okay, you keep scrolling.
Take a screenshot of that. Because I'm gonna move it down.
Yes, I already got a screenshot.
Okay, so next up.
Dr. P, I just want to say that employee will get fired for going on budget like that. Like,
Lord.
You keep scrolling, please.
Sure.
These things so small. I gotta wear goggles to see them.
Open your eyes.
Not glasses. Goggles. Okay.
You go down, please. Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so that's it for the night. Want to say thanks for all of you survivors who stayed. Even
It's
if
fatigue.
yes, sir.
You forget with me.
I forget you. Forget you. I forgot you.
I know you'd be busy. Just to make sure.
I haven't. Oh my goodness, you.
No, I know you'd be busy.
I haven't forgotten you. I told you I had time, so I haven't forgot you. So have a wonderful night. For those of you who have to leave, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Even if I don't send a link, still join.
See you next week. Good night.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's true. See, I see.
Exams tomorrow. Pray for me. Pray for me.
Oh, exams tomorrow.
Who got the scoop and
Will
who got
do.
this,
All the
Kennedy?
best. All the
What
best.
exams tomorrow?
For home ec.
What have you done?
It's school exams.
Yeah. All the best,
Don't worry.
Kennedy. All the best.
Super, Kennedy, if I pass, you could pass. Trust me. I pass it, you could pass it.
Cook a nice veggie, a nice vegan meal for me.
Isn't
You
it?
see,
Isn't
now
it
you
the paper
see.
exam?
All right then.
Isn't it the paper examination or?
Always have to
We're
come with this
planning in next week.
Oh, step 2, you get your recipe. Carry your recipe book. Listen to me. That is help big time. That's why I gotta be. It legit helped. Get a recipe book and you'll be good, boy.
Oh, you went to New Mac too? Nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
Good
though.
night.
Good night. Have a wonderful
Night, good night, good night.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Night. Good.
No,
Take care.